Hello, I am Daliang. Today's theme is to see how to harvest good love. Okay, please choose the group that you are most related to from the following 3 groups. If you can't choose, please pause for a while because we are about to start the rhythm. Hello, group 1. It seems that some of the friends in this group already have partners, but they didn't meet your expectations, so you came to see. The members of this group can see that you value material or reality more. And indeed, this part is quite important. Love does not distinguish age, gender, or country. So, if you want to have a good romance, practical factors do play a certain part. I won't deny it. For example, some friends are facing long-distance relationships or there is a big age gap. These indeed can cause very bad troubles. In your case, I think you need to consider the reality before you get together, not after. Just because dealing with a long-term relationship is not just about having sparks. Any long-term relationship needs to consider the reality. For instance, whether 2 people spend a lot of time together, and if there are some family relationships, if there are other things that need to be dealt with. External forces can be helpful for the long-term development of 2 people. The above is the first part, and then there is another part, which is the inner courage and strength you see that belongs to you. What I want to talk to you about is your independence. Having a good relationship is about 2 equally matched, independent adults. Although all love has elements of dependence, over-reliance, or dependence on the other person can be harmful, then when you are making certain decisions when dealing with some life challenges, both he and you will feel a lot of pressure, feel anxious and panic. For example, if you rely too much on the other party, then he said something today, you will start to wonder, hey, what does he mean by this? Does he not love me anymore? This is how it will be, just such an example.
I guess many people have heard of such examples.
If you have experienced it, it seems too anxious to always monitor the other person.
And then you
wanting to be constantly, it seems like it will prove to the other party through some forcing that they must love you and will not leave you. So I want to tell the first group of friends, another important requirement is to ensure independence, that is to have your own thoughts, opinions, and an independent status. Keep a certain distance from the other party. There is no need to always pay attention to every move of the other party, because sometimes what we pay attention to is really self-doubt, distrust in this relationship. What I'm talking about might be a more extreme situation. Maybe it has not developed to that stage yet. So what I want to say is to help you step into a relationship, then you start to believe in him. The 2 of you make promises to each other in various aspects and take them seriously. Actually, you have an intuition whether the other person likes or loves you. You actually know it very clearly. I think it's really important that you make judgments from your heart.
Otherwise, go and take a look.
How compatible are we? How intimate are we? When you say that we both confirm that we like each other, then you don't need so much doubt. You spend more time and focus on yourself, make yourself better, rather than say, instead of trying to please others, you should genuinely want to become a better person, a more consistent person. I think this thing, in fact, your own changes will bring to the other party. The other party will feel fresh.
And under your changes, it will be affected by you.
The influence plays a leading role, and it will also start to turn to a better place. So, the more aligned the 2 people's fields are, the better they get along. So I recommend, if you're with someone, you might start to feel more and more skeptical. I've started to doubt myself more and more, feeling worthless. Once you start having this kind of thought, you should start noticing this feeling is starting to make you worse. It's time to leave. A good relationship is when 2 people become better. Even with necessary adjustments or changes, it will only change for the better. Instead of someone stepping on another person's head. So it is needed.
Learn to think independently.
Dare to say goodbye to some bad things and then consider the reality. Like if you want to find a rich person, start with him. The condition should not be too bad, not to say that after you are together, you force him to become richer. Also, if you are hoping to find someone who will always be with you, you should start looking from the beginning.
Instead of looking for someone far away and forcing him to settle in your city, understand that. Okay, this is the information from the first group. If it's helpful, I hope you can like or comment to support me. Bye bye. Hey, how can how can the second group have a good love relationship? I felt a sense of trust and appreciation as soon as I came up, so I think you will get along well with someone before having this relationship. Moreover, the premise is that this person must have good character. You would start observing this person's attitude towards him and the people around him. For example, you should observe his attitude towards his family, friends, and even strangers. In fact, you can only discover what kind of person he is through such long-term observation, and then you can also understand his interpersonal relationships and his views on how to behave. That is whether they match with you. The second thing you need to do is to reconcile a relationship. That is, take the initiative to make some changes. What I can see is more proactive energy. For example, if you have a partner, you may need to maintain the relationship between the two of you and take that initiative to reconcile. For example, you might want to go somewhere for a date because you like the place, but the other person might think that the place is inconvenient, and then you need to change the place. A little concession and compromise can make the relationship between two people closer, make this date more perfect. After being with someone again, you might feel a bit of your romantic feeling is worn away because you will expect the other person to give you some romantic feelings. Actually, this is mutual. After you create a romantic feeling for the other person, she will. So it's on a short, it's like this. You need to figure out what you like, and then I can prescribe the right remedy for you. So in the early stages, you still need to take the initiative to love life and seek romance. These tasks and things will add to your life and the life of both. Color. First, you have to find this romance interesting. We can connect. You deeply understand this relationship. It will promote this relationship to a better place. If you feel that I am passive, I am so boring, then you will become pretty dull, isn't it? This topic doesn't seem too long. The third point we can see is to seek some energy and help from the outside world. For example, if you have a dispute with the other party, or if the relationship between the two of you is in a deadlock, I think you can seek help from friends, family, or even tarot cards. Seek help from others. I think you need to face a point. Each person is unique, having certain habits and growing up in different families and backgrounds. Therefore, there will always be differences in thought between individuals, which may lead to stalemates. We can seek a little the points where each other can blend to break this deadlock. The Cold War is getting colder. No one cares about anyone. What's that? And it's a shame when relationships end up cold and stiff, yet there's still love in your heart or in theirs. So we need to believe more warmly in things. It's a force from within. It is very effective to heal you, help you find the beauty of love. This is the second group of information. If it helps you, I hope you can like or comment to support. Bye bye, hi. The third group. The third group needs to depict in their hearts. What is depicting? It's about believing in your heart that certain things will happen. Because when many friends come to consult me, they would ask whether I can meet the person of my dreams. Actually, I don't think this is a good question. If we did a divination and the card says we won't meet, are we not willing then? Do we stop believing? Do we have to erase all possibilities? So I believe that we always have to believe in something from our hearts. Then that thing will happen. Firstly, believe in the power of belief. Secondly, I think you need to consider what kind of person you truly like in your heart. When making such a choice, you just need to pick 1 or 2 points that you value highly, Don't imagine a person to be perfect. And the third point is, it seems that you have been hurt before, so you need a kind of exploratory power. You need some strength from within. There is some self-denial in your inner self, and you are very distressed. You've been in pain, either because of emotional issues or some other things, and you might have a bit of an inferiority complex, and bringing up some past events can make you feel very sad, very self-blaming, very sad, and so on. So I think at this time you need a kind of the power of the King of Cups is to believe that things will change for the better, still believe in feelings, still believe in human nature, still believe that those beautiful things will happen to oneself. I will feel that everything about you will get better. This is very important. You have to first give yourself a beautiful wish, just like the law of attraction. You often think about what kind of love I will have, what kind of lover I will have, and what I will do with him. How and where will we meet each other? What topic to talk about, and so on. The more specific you think, the more specific the picture in your mind. The more you do this, the more it will help you truly meet this person. Also, you need to make yourself happier. Healing yourself and being a good person can help meet a good person. What we can foresee is that if a person meets another person when they are very sad, there is a high probability that this person only serves to fill your sadness. When your spirit is very full and you're in a good state, the next person you meet, they will be the one who can attract you to the greatest extent, a person who is on the same frequency with you. I think no matter what, first you get yourself in the best state, then go on the road to find your life's mission. Hey, even the path to meet your ideal partner is good. Don't be too anxious. First understand yourself, then try to imagine what kind of person you really like. Have a general image and a general goal is to have a better self, and then choose. Okay, this is the interpretation of the third group. If this helps you, I hope you can give a thumbs up or comment to support me. Bye bye.